Welcome to Yoga Nidra, or yogic sleep. This is a guided, restful meditation practice, and one that is both breath-centric and body-centric. There are many different guided types of Yoga Nidra available, but this will be a trauma-informed version that does not use existential or out-of-body experiences or visualization. Instead, we will focus on empowerment, self-awareness, and self-regulation techniques. Yoga Nidra is sometimes called conscious sleep because our aim is to guide you into the hypnagogic state, or the state of consciousness just between sleep and wakefulness. The unique combination of techniques will create deep physical relaxation, but also promote mental alertness and awareness to create a sense of deep rest and to be able to notice your mind and beliefs and images in your mind. Ultimately, just like any other kind of meditation, Yoga Nidra's aim is to assist you in self-awareness and self-regulation and self-change. And it's been clinically associated with reductions in anxiety, depression, insomnia, chronic pain, PTS, so a really valuable tool for us to practice together. So move anything you need to become as comfortable as possible. That doesn't mean perfectly calm mentally or perfectly out of pain to begin. But move your shoulders, adjust your clothing or blanket, take off your glasses, maybe focus on the hands and the feet and relaxing them 1% more. Pick a spot ahead of you where you can fix your gaze or drishti, and then see if you can relax your forehead and the skin around your eyes and ears and your jaw just 1% more. And remind yourself that Yoga Nidra isn't something you do, it's something you feel. This is called a practice, not a perfect. So allow yourself to approach today's meditation with a lighthearted curiosity. Don't try to concentrate too hard. Don't fight falling asleep. And try not to attach to judgments that arise in your mind as we continue. Don't worry if you don't get it right away. Let's begin. First, mentally separate yourself from what you were doing so you can come fully now into what you are doing. Create a barrier. This is a special 1-hour space of time for you to practice. Use your senses to ground and center yourself, starting with what you can see, whether your eyes are open or shut. Notice generalities like shapes and colors. Even if your eyes are closed, you might see flickers of shapes or images, lights and shadows. Notice the floor and the walls and the ceilings, the doors and windows around you. Make a mental map of the environment that you're in and the objects or people or animals here with you. Notice any noises in this space besides my voice. And remind yourself that you might hear other noises from outside or from your body or from something else that might distract you. And when you notice these distractions, simply acknowledge that they're there and do your best to draw your attention back to your body and my instructions as often as possible. You're not doing anything wrong by becoming distracted. That's very normal. Bring your attention to your own personal bubble of space. Notice any noises or sensations just in your own personal bubble. Maybe there's a sound from your breath. See if you sense air where it touches your skin versus where clothing is covering your skin. Notice the pressure from underneath you where your body is being held up by something, the floor or your mat or chair. Notice how your body feels here. Notice your inner landscape. Is something in your body particularly calling out for your attention? Just acknowledge that without attaching judgment or meaning. It's just how it is. Next, bring awareness to your breath. Don't try to control or change your breath now. Just observe the sensations you can detect as you breathe naturally and passively here. Become aware if your breath feels choppy or smooth today, or quick or slow. Notice if the breath feels deep or shallow, or easy or more labored. None of this is right or wrong. And then start to apply some intention to your breath, some conscious control to a small degree, by drawing in your inhales a little deeper and bigger than you normally do. In particular, pulling the breath lower into the belly instead of just the chest. Preferably breathing in and out of your nose, but if that's not available or doesn't feel restful, you can breathe in and out of your mouth as necessary. With each exhale, allowing the breath to escape your body just a little longer, a little slower than normal. Notice how intuitive or awkward this feels, just deepening and lengthening your breath for a few more rounds. And then notice your emotional body, one layer deeper. Be aware of any feelings or emotions you have brought to class with yourself today. And also notice if you, in your mind, are telling yourself a story about that emotion, how you got to feel that, whether it's good or bad to feel that way, replaying the events that led up to that feeling. And I'll invite you to, instead of attaching to judgments about it, just acknowledge that this emotion is here with you today. It's not right or wrong, it's just part of who you are. It might change during class or during the day or the month or the year. Either way, this part of you is welcome in my class, just like all the other parts. Next, we will set our intentions. There are 3 sections to setting an intention. and I'll walk you through each part. First, bring to mind your heartfelt desire, your sankalpa. This is what you truly want out of your life, maybe to feel healthy or well or pain-free, to live peacefully or to find enlightenment. Think big picture, huge change, something that would shift your whole mental attitude, your soul, your whole life. Pick one and imagine what it would feel like if that was already true about you. How would you know you had attained that heartfelt desire? Now formulate your sankalpa, a short, positive, present tense phrase that you can repeat to yourself 3 times. For example, I am at ease in my body and my mind. Formulate your sankalpa now and repeat it to yourself 3 times as if it's already true. Good. Next, set your intention for this specific session. What do you want to commit to just for the next hour? Maybe today you just want to stay awake for the whole meditation, or maybe you very much need rest, so your resolution for the next hour is to fall asleep or feel restful. Pick your intention now. Let this intention already be true by sensing it with your body and your mind as if it's already happened. Good. Next, bring to mind your inner resource, that sanctuary within you where you experience peacefulness and safety and well-being. This place could be real or imagined, somewhere where you feel like you can be yourself, accepted and true. In your mind's eye, notice what you see in this place. What do you hear there? What do you smell or taste? What might you touch there? Any textures or temperatures? Notice that felt sense of being there in your body and your mind. And remind yourself that your inner resource is available to you at any time, in or outside of class. We practice accessing the inner resource here in Yoga Nidra so that you can use it anytime for any reason. If you choose to follow along and continue, we will now start the body scan portion of class. This portion is simple. All I will do is name a part of your body. Use your attention and awareness as best you can to notice the part of your body that I mention. Let's begin. Bring all of your awareness and attention now only to your right big toe. Notice your right big toe without moving it or searching for anything in particular. Notice your right second toe, right third toe, right fourth toe, right fifth toe, notice the spaces between your toes. Notice the bottom of your right foot. Notice the top of your right foot. Notice your right ankle, the outside and the inside. Notice your right lower leg, front and back, side to side. Notice your right knee. Notice your right upper leg. Notice your right hip. Notice your right buttock. Become aware of your whole right leg together. Good. Now let go of that. Bring all of your awareness and attention now only to the sensations in your left big toe. Left second toe. Left third toe. Left fourth toe. Left fifth toe. Notice the spaces between your left toes. Notice the bottom of your left foot. Notice the top of your left foot. Notice your left ankle. Notice your left lower leg. Notice your left knee, the outside and the inside. No judgment, just awareness. Notice your left upper leg. Notice your left hip. Notice your left buttock. Notice your whole left leg together as one big piece. Good. Now let go of that. If you've become distracted or fallen asleep, bring your attention back to my breath and my instructions. Bring all of your awareness and attention now to your pelvis. Notice your belly. Notice your lower back. Notice the sides of your waist. Notice your chest. Notice your upper back. Become aware of your whole torso together as one big piece. Good. Now let go of that. Bring all of your attention and awareness now only to your right thumb. Right pointer finger. Right middle finger. Right ring finger. Right pinky finger. Notice the spaces between your fingertips. Notice the back of your right hand. Notice the palm of your right hand. Notice your right wrist. Become aware of your right lower arm, the front and the back and the sides. Notice your right elbow. Notice your right upper arm. No judgment, just awareness. Notice your right shoulder. Notice your right armpit. Become aware of your whole right arm together. Good. Now let go of that. Bring all of your attention and awareness only to your left thumb. Let distractions be what they are, where they are. And simply notice what you detect or cannot detect in your left thumb. Left pointer finger. Left middle finger. Left ring finger. Left pinky finger. Notice the spaces between your left fingertips. Notice the back of your left hand. Notice the palm of your left hand. Notice your left wrist. Notice your left lower arm. Become aware of your left elbow. Notice your left upper arm. Notice your left shoulder. Notice your left armpit. Become aware of your whole left arm together as one big piece. Good. Now let go of that. Continue to use your body as an anchor for your attention, and bring all of your awareness just to the front of your throat. Notice the back of your neck. Notice the back of your head. Notice the top of your head. Notice your forehead. Notice your temples. Notice your ears. Notice your cheeks. Notice your jaw. Notice your chin. Notice your lips. Notice your teeth. Notice your tongue. Notice your nose. Notice your right eyelid. Notice your left eyelid. Notice your right eyebrow. Notice your left eyebrow. Notice the space between your eyebrows. Now that you've scanned your whole body one piece at a time, become aware of your entire system as one big piece. Good. Now let go of that. Remind yourself that you have the option of returning to your inner resource at any time. If you choose to continue this meditation, we will now practice the breath awareness portion of class. Begin by noticing your natural, normal breath without changing it or judging if it's right or wrong. Use your senses to become fully aware of your normal, passive breath. Where do you feel it the most in your body? Is there a sound to your breath? Or is it silent? Is there a texture to your breath? Or is it smooth? Notice the temperature of your inhale. Notice the temperature of your exhale. Next, if you choose, we will practice a breath technique. This technique only requires your ability to count. Begin counting your breaths, starting with the number 27, moving backwards towards 0, or until you forget what you're doing or fall asleep. When one of those happens, become aware that you've been distracted or fallen asleep, and begin again, starting with 27. Like this. Inhale, exhale, 27. Inhale, exhale, 26. Inhale, exhale, 25. Continue on your own for the next 2 minutes of silence. I'll tell you when the silence is halfway over and when it is completely over. Starting now. halfway. Two minutes has passed. Finish counting the breath that you're on, and then let go of your counting. Notice any shesha, any remaining sensation, or any echo from practicing this breath technique. Good. Now let go of that. Remind yourself that you may return to your inner resource at any time. If you choose to continue, we will now practice the cultivation of opposites. This is a simple but very important tool in building resiliency and new neural pathways in the brain. We will practice 3 pairs of opposites today. First, notice your whole right side of your body together. Next, notice your whole left side of your body together. Now notice both the right and the left sides of your body at the same time. Good. Now let go of that. Next, bring your attention to a part of your body that feels the coldest. Next, bring your attention to a part of your body that feels the warmest. Now practice sensing both the coldest and the warmest parts of your body at the same time. Good. Now let go of that. Next, bring all of your awareness and attention to the part of your body that feels the heaviest. Next, bring all of your awareness and attention to the part of your body that feels the lightest. Now practice sensing both the heaviest and the lightest parts of your body at the same time. Good. Now let go of that. If you choose to continue with my instructions, we will now practice a visualization in the form of a poem. I have a body, but I am not just this body. My body manifests different sensations of health and sickness, restfulness and tiredness, calmness and agitation. But these states change. I am the unchanging awareness in which these changing sensations arise. I value my body, but I am not just this body. I have emotions, but I am not just these emotions. My emotions manifest different conditions from love to anger, from calmness to agitation, from joy to sorrow. But these states change. I am the unchanging awareness in which these changing emotions arise. I value my emotions, but I am not just my emotions. I have a mind, but I am not just my mind. My mind manifests different thoughts and images, which are constantly changing. I am the unchanging awareness in which these thoughts and images arise. I value my mind, but I am not just my mind. I am aware of all the changing sensations, perceptions, emotions, thoughts, and objects which compose my body, senses, mind, and the world. I am the unchanging awareness in which all these movements arise. I am pure, unchanging awareness. I have a body, but I am not just my body. I have a mind, but I am not just my thoughts. And I have emotions, but I am not just my feelings. What am I then? What remains after having disidentified from my body, sensations, feelings, and thoughts? I am a center of pure awareness. From Richard Miller. Notice what is left over. Notice the shesha. Good. Now let go of that. Bring to mind your inner resource. In your mind's eye, use all of your senses to experience your inner resource. What do you see there? What do you hear? What might you smell or taste? What might you touch there? Allow your body and mind to experience a felt sense of belonging there. Good. Next, bring to mind your sankalpa, your heartfelt desire or resolve. Repeat your sankalpa to yourself 3 more times as if it's already happened. Good. Now let go of that. Return your awareness to your body. Sense your whole system together as one big piece. Notice in particular the parts of your body that are touching the floor. Without changing anything, notice your breath. Become aware of where your breath moves you the most. Remember the room that you're in. Remember the floor and the walls and the ceiling. Remember the doors and the windows. Remember the other people or objects here with you. If you choose, you can carefully wiggle your fingers or your toes to allow your body to wake back up gently, slowly, and carefully. That might turn into something bigger, like rolling your wrists and your ankles, bending and lengthening your limbs. Any movement that feels natural or necessary now is a good idea and a smart instinct to follow, even if the instinct is telling you to remain perfectly still. Decide if you'd like to stay where you are or if you'd like to end class in a seated position with a long spine. Whichever you choose, move into that position now, using as little effort as possible, keeping your breath moving and your attention on your body and your breath. I'll invite you to bring your hands together, either in a prayer-like position with your thumbs touching the center of your chest, or simply bringing your awareness to the heart. Bow your head or your mind down to your heart and your hands. This motion is in gratitude of yourself. As best you can, give yourself a sincere thank you just for carving out the time to dedicate to practice. When you're ready, hands can come down, your eyes can slowly flutter open and up, and class is over.